We are gonna get in there, and Umarex has the hammer. That's the big news for us. What has me tickled about range day is we're gonna get a chance to see the hammer in action. Now, I got to shoot it at the Umarex facility there in Arkansas. I got to shoot it in their indoor range, but you know, actually see what it's like in the field, that's gonna be exciting. The other thing too is that I've never had the chance to go up and down the line at range day. So the ability to just kind of see all the different things, not just air guns, but everything that's at range day, I'm really excited about, because I bet you our viewers do more than shoot air guns. So the idea that we're going to show them some really cool firearms today is also super cool. So I'm just pumped to get there. Hey guys, so let's talk a little bit about Range Day SHOT Show 2018. We've done Range Day before. We just happened to be working the Gamma booth, which was a ton of fun because I love their products. We shot the Swarm, we introduced the big bores. That was just a very, very cool day. But we didn't get the opportunity to actually go up and down the line and check everything out, which is what we got to do this year. Now, Umarex was there and we knew they were gonna be there, but we wanna save that for last because that really is, we're air gunners, we want to see the hammer, we want to see the new Gauntlet 25 cal. Both were there at the Umarex booth. We're going to get to that at the end of this episode. But there was so much cool stuff to see before we got there. Let's talk a little bit about that.
FYI, he dialed in that wind call you made.
What's that?
He dialed the wind call you made.
Yeah.
And for the heck of it, try the white dart.
Okay.
Yeah, so hold center and see where you hit, and then we'll make
call
an
it, and then you can favor if you need to.
Well, when we're shooting air guns, we're shooting quarters at 120 plus yards in wind when we go hunt prey dogs. So using mills and adjustment, that's all we do.
Right.
Yeah. We're just not at 800 yards.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So the first thing I got to do at Range Day was I got to shoot really long range. And it was very cool talking to the guy. When I say long range, we're not talking 100 yards, we're not talking 200 yards, we're talking 800 yards. That's a long shot. I mean, that's a long, very, very long shot. 800 yards is a long way. So I'm talking to the guy and he asked me if I ever shot. I said, well, I shoot a lot of air guns. He says, well, you know, air gunners are great shooters. And I started scratching my head. He said, look, let me tell you why. He says, because they don't learn bad habits. They get a ton of trigger time. And anytime I have an air gunner sit down, they always shoot better than these powder burner guys because they just have more experience. And I got to thinking, well, I wonder if this is going to play out for me today.
You're on it. Nice shot. That's another one in the red. Nice shot. That's another one in the red.
You have to get full mill left.
If you want to, like I said, we can
that's
set
awesome.
up for one of these now.
This gun, this first gun I get to shoot is semi-automatic. It's shooting the 6.5 Creedmoor round. And I asked him, all right, where are we? And he says, well, we're shooting this 800-yard target. So I go ahead and line up on this target, and it's out there. I mean, all you see is I'd say heat waves, but it was freaking cold. But you see, it's not like shooting at 100 yards, I guess the point. So I line up on this thing, I say, where are we? He says, well, we're this mills and that. And I said, okay. Wind had picked up a little bit, so I go ahead and fire a ranging shot, and it veers off to the right. He says, you're right. I said, yeah, I see it. So I go ahead and adjust, and I put the next 3 shots right in the red on this target at 800 yards. And I gotta tell you, that was just satisfying. Because what we were talking about earlier, the idea that the trigger time I've got on my air guns translated to the shooting this powder burner at long range, it is absolutely true. Was able to just get right behind this gun and just drill. I don't know how big that target was at 800 yards, but I put 3 shots right in the red, and that was just impressive. And that was just the start of that trend for the rest of the day. 800.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. That's really nice. Yeah. 800 yards just because you want to.
Right.
Are you seeing your tray?
I'm just seeing me hit the red.
Cool. You're seeing tray that's just straight on, right in the center of the target. What's your middle hold?
I'm on 2 left. I'm having it come over 2.
Yeah. And you're center hitting it.
If you guys, did you get a card from him? I did. You did? Okay.
Very nice.
Here you go.
No, just hang on a second.
That's awesome.
Are these accurate out to? What are you guys shooting out to today?
So we're shooting, this is our DS10 Typhoon. This is our frog gun, because the color scheme on it is the Amazon poison dart frog.
Okay.
It's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor.
Okay.
This was recently tested at sub-quarter MOA.
Okay.
And it zeroed out at 960 yards, and we've been bringing that all day.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah.
What's your weight side? 10 yards.
Thank you.
And these are the
Those DX are rapid expansion.
rapid expansion whitetail.
Whitetail, you can get mule deer. And then your BXCs, which we don't have here, are for elk and moose.
Just below.
Just low. 1 mil. There you go.
Contact.
There you go. That's nice.
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice gun.
So I hit a target, free hold it, 200 yards. I tell you guys all the time, you go out, you shoot your air guns, you get such good shooting discipline that you come out and pick up a firearm and you're a better shooter. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing that today over and over and over. Doesn't matter what I'm picking up, I'm shooting better today than I ever have. And I gotta tell you, a lot of it's due to all of that long range shooting we've been doing with air guns. That is awesome. 200 yards, little metal plate, free holded. Yeah, pretty impressive. There you go. You're welcome. Different type of magazine.
This was my second year at SHOT Show Range Day, but this year we actually got let off our leashes and were allowed to go out and see everything, and boy did we have a blast. Probably one of the coolest things that I got to see this year was the easy sight ramp on the pistols. I like shooting pistols.
So this particular model has our quick sight setup. So if you know what quick sight is, we take the rear sight, push it for the ejection port, which allows you to get that quick flash sight picture as soon as you're presenting it and focus on the front and rear sights at the same time.
So they had a pistol with the standard front sight post, and then they had the easy ramp, and you were able to shoot the standard and then shoot the easy ramp, and it was just so much easier. You got your sight picture so much faster, and you were able to pop shots off a lot faster than you would trying to sight in with a normal sight post.
You don't have to search for it, it's already right there. Very fast. You want to run your own mag through it? Why haven't they done that sooner?
Growing up, I did a lot of shotgun shooting with my dad, and I've always loved skeet shooting. The range day, there was a absolute surplus of different kind of shotguns that came out. They had an AR style platform for a shotgun that was really cool.
Well, that one looks badass.
Yes, it does.
That's the badass gun.
We'll shoot some of this, we'll shoot some of that.
I like it. Okay, I'm all in.
There should be 4 shots in, by the way.
Okay. You ready? When I'm ready.
Pull that to the rear, let go. That will chamber the round.
Okay.
On the opposite side, there's a lever here Safe
fire.
fire. That's safe. Blocks you from pulling the trigger.
Okay.
Down is fine.
Okay. We also got a chance to try out a ton of different shotguns. They had some AR style with the magazines. I kind of really like that from maybe a personal defense perspective. I don't know how practical it is at skeet because the sights don't really lend themselves that way. But man, what a very, very effective tool if you want something for personal defense. Every single one.
It's fun, isn't it?
Right? Those guys are gonna have to pay me though.
That's awesome. When you get to range day, it's like being a kid in a candy store because they just keep handing you ammo, like more ammo and more ammo. And I gotta tell you, as a guy who loves to shoot, just keep it coming. And they had a scoped slug gun, and I said, let's give that a shot, quite literally. And so they hand me some slugs and I've dropped it in there. And I'm shooting at 100 yards, shooting the slug gun, and we have it on slow motion. It's pretty epic because the whole thing's, it's pretty cool because just see the recoil that this gun generates. And they just kept giving me more slugs, and more, I don't know how many times I shot this thing, but I can tell you by the end of the day, I knew I had shot it too many times because my shoulder was about to fall off. I needed about 3 days to recover from that. You know, this other company we got to spend some time with was Phone Scope. Now they have a setup, and I'm seeing this more, but their setup I actually like a lot purely because it's so simple. And what's really cool about the way they're doing it versus others is really the mounting system. So I've seen some others that have all this weirdness to try and attach the device to your scope. This is just one simple ratchet, click, click, and you are locked in, and it's supposed to hold up to just about anything just because it's so strong and the way it mounts, and allows your phone to sit down the side of your scope, and you can look right through the scope like you would normally, so it doesn't interfere with the normal use of the rifle.
And so basically the way that it's working is we're splitting prisms, so I can still shoulder the rifle when I'm looking through it.
Yep.
You're seeing what I'm looking at, and you're recording as well in 4K, 1080p.
Yeah, whatever your phone does, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean.
And what phone adapters do you have right now?
We service probably about 50 different phones.
Okay.
So we've been in business since 2011.
Okay.
Our claim to fame is I mean, we're the pioneer of digiscoping. So, but it's for spotting scopes and binoculars.
Sure.
So we've always wanted to get in the rifle, but there's never been a way for us to get in without mounting the rifle straight in the face.
Well, that's how we've done it.
Yeah, but it's just more of a novelty that way.
Yeah, you can't use the gun.
You can't. Plan on rolling it out at 149.
Okay, that's very reasonable.
Yeah, that is extremely reasonable. Our whole goal, and it is built in the USA.
We're going to be getting some of those in. I'm super pumped because if that helps us facilitate some very cool scope cam footage, well, obviously we're super excited about that. So when you're at range day, you're going to see a ton of products that aren't just maybe a firearm or definitely not just an air gun. You're going to really have that variety of all kinds of products that go around shooting sports in general, whether it's tactical gear or whatever. We got to spend some time with the Excalibur crossbow guys, and their crossbow is kind of cool because it's not a compound draw. It's just a straight recurve, which is cool because there's less mechanics, less weight involved. It's just a simpler design, but it's still very effective. Now the problem with that straight recurve is that they're very, very tough to cock, but they solve that too because they have a shuttle that drops down and a crank that's absolutely silent. I mean, you can't hear it at all. It is very, very cool. Like you can actually decock it as well. So they had all this really cool technology built into this bow that was very impressive, and they've also upgraded the trigger. You know, I have very limited experience with the crossbow. The one I have doesn't have a great trigger. This one had a really nice two-stage trigger, which was pretty impressive, and it was really, really accurate. So that was a very cool product to get to spend some time with.
This is our new Assassin. Okay. So completely different from some of the other Excalibur crossbows we've ever designed. Normally, pretty simplistic design. The one benefit with our brand is it's a recurve technology, so you can see it's 2 limbs and a string.
Yep.
Less moving parts, less to go wrong.
Gotcha.
The big change that we did this year with the Assassin is we got an adjustable stock.
Okay.
so you can adjust the length of pull according to any shooter. We also have an adjustable cheek piece.
Nice.
So depending on the length of pull, you can adjust it.
That's very cool.
We also have a new built-in silent internal crank. So this is the big game changer for our brand, because the one downside with the recurve bow is it's got a heavy draw.
Yeah.
So with this built-in crank, we can bring the draw weight down to 12 pounds.
Okay.
We also have a new 2-stage trigger. So we wanted to give a really nice crisp feel. So you'll pull this back, you'll feel the break, and then it consistently breaks every time. So you're gonna have like really
It's just
high.
like when we're shooting precision air guns, 2-stage.
Gotta have it.
Yep,
Very, very important.
exactly. So
Super
this
useful.
is new for Excalibur. So we're really excited about this bow because it's, I mean, everything that you could want in a crossbow now this bow offers.
So one of the vendors that we ran to at SHOT Show Range Day was First Tactical, and they had some really, really cool gear. They had, the first thing that caught my eye was this backpack, really, really nice tactical backpack. A lot of pockets, a lot of zippers. You could store pretty much anything in it. But I think the coolest thing about it though was an insert at the back where you could actually take one of their rifle cases and slide it inside the backpack so it becomes one unit.
Any one of our rifle cases, and now you can go ahead and take that and slide that all the way through, and so now you can carry a 36, a 42, or a 50-inch rifle in any of our backpacks. You said 50-inch rifle, that's cool, because a lot of our air guns, they get really long, unfortunately, but the 50-inch would actually work really well. And this is nice, so that this becomes an accessory. These are very affordable, under $100.
That is really cool. I mean, that saves a lot of space and it just keeps it tight up against your body so that, you know, running around through the woods or running around through the desert, you have less chance of dropping things.
Little throwdown.
Okay.
Little see who we can do it.
All right, I'm down. I know you're gonna lose, but
Oh.
I'm always down.
All right, Aaron.
Yeah,
an M1.
Yep.
M1 carbine.
Yeah.
30-06.
Yep.
We're gonna shoot a whole mag.
Okay.
And we'll see who can put the most hits on that target. How many yards are we? 100 yards?
That looks like 100 yards.
100 yards, open sights.
Okay.
Free holding.
I'm down.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Who goes first? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that one can go second.
All right, Rick. Here we go. Nope.
Remember, these guys are
A little more right. A little bit more.
yeah, that's why they don't like doing it. It's not as easy as pulling trigger and looking at the digital readout.
Hey!
One.
1 out of 8.
1 out of 8.
There you go.
Was that 2?
That was 2.
And I'm out. Where is he?
What'd you do?
I win.
Oh, man. You got 2?
I got 2.
I scared the crap out of him.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, he was running scared.
He was dancing and dodging,
Yeah.
man. How about a high five?
Thank you.
You went a hard time. That was.
So I've never shot an M1 Grand in my life, but at SHOT Show Range Day, I got a chance to, and it was a lot of fun. That gun has been around for years and years and years. It was one of the main service weapons of World War II, and it's not the most ideal gun for concealment, but it was a lot of fun to shoot. And I'll tell you what, shooting open sights at 100 yards at a 4-inch plate is tough. And I beat Rick by 1 hit, so that was good enough for me.
One of the cool tables we got to go to, they had these really cool 380s. And they were set up on a 1911 frame, so they're like a small 1911 single stack. And what a cool little neat pistol. They had 2 of them, so we thought, me and Aaron thought, why not have a competition?
Hi, Rick. Dusty.
Nice to meet you, Dusty.
Nice to meet you.
Are we
So-
going to do another competition?
So dirty.
There's 2 pistols.
What
There
are
are
we
2
competing
pistols.
for?
My name's Aaron, by the
Bragging
way.
rights, that's Aaron.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Ben, my wife Sue, and the frozen popsicle over there is Megan. She's trying to find sunlight and get warm, I guess. So what do we have here?
Okay, so this is Browning Ammunition's 380 products.
Okay.
We have an FMJ product and then our X-Point bullets. So
Okay.
training and personal defense.
Okay.
Both of the firearms are Browning 1911 380 pistols.
Okay.
So familiar 1911 type
Smaller
platform, but
frame.
chambered in 380.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to see who can hit the target?
Okay. I mean, the target's a little close, but so.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm down.
You want down?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it.
We want to rock paper scissors. Who goes first again?
No, we'll do it at the same time.
Okay.
We'll run 2 lanes. Can we run 2 lanes?
You can.
There we go. So the first one we went through, Aaron actually beat me, but you know, we're not going to show that footage. So we'll go to the second time through where I beat Aaron, and so we wind up tied on that one. But what was really cool about this is, just like I found with the rifles, you know, trigger time matters. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, you missed one.
I did.
Now we're tied. Let's just leave it there. Way to go.
Good job.
We're shooting 25 yards and we're shooting a little plate, and we're just drilling it pretty much every time. I got 5 out of 5, he got 4 out of 5. I mean, that's pretty good with a 380 pistol. And one of the things I got to do at range day, and I would have never have thought this something at range day to do, but Buck Knives was there, and they had these lanes you could try knife throwing, and I actually found I was pretty good at it. I'd never done it before, and that was a lot of fun. I hit the bullseye, got some free gear. That was pretty cool. I actually want to get one of those little boards and some throwing knives now, because that was so much fun. You wouldn't have thought of that, you know, at range day with guns, but it actually turned out to be a lot of fun because, I mean, everybody jumped in. You know, cameraman Ben, Aaron. Oh, not very barbarian.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Even the girls gave it a shot, and you know, it was just, gosh, it was so much fun to just get out and do something you've never done before, which is a lot of what range day is about, to get out there and just see things that you may never have known existed, and certainly shoot a bunch of guns we never knew existed. And part of that for me was really getting to try some full auto stuff.
So I think the key for Range Day SHOT Show 2018 for me was getting to shoot full auto. It was a serious amount of fun. Serious amount of fun.
Yeah, no service. All right, brother, so what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna load the gun for you, right? I'm gonna hand it over. It's pretty straightforward, man. It tells you right there, safe, semi, and then you go 180 degrees.
We call
for
that
full.
the more fun button.
Exactly. I like it.
Yeah.
So, essentially, that's all you're gonna have to do. Then I will go ahead and be standing behind you, right? And kind of keep my hand on your shoulder, right?
Okay.
So, there you are.
So now let's talk about full auto, which it's late in the day and we've been cold all day, man. It's just been frigid and wind blowing, and you know, but we hear off in the distance this rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. I'm thinking, we got to do it. We got to get down there and just stand in line, whatever it takes to pull the trigger on some of this full auto stuff.
Not nearly as bad as the guys beside us last year.
So now we get down to the point why we even went to range day this year. Umarex has been teasing us with the Hammer. This is a 700 plus foot-pound 50 caliber air gun that is really designed to just hunt. It's not a target gun. You get 2-3 shots maybe, and this thing shoots big, heavy slugs. It shoots them at 50 to 100 yards. You can shoot lighter stuff further, and it's designed to put down anything that you could put down with a high-powered rifle. That's what this gun is designed to do.
Like this. So yeah, you just got to make sure that it goes. You've got a dovetail slide. Okay. Your dovetail slide. Loads right in. Okay. Click twice. Show it forward. It's ready to go. Safety's right on the side. It's on safe. Slide forward to front.
Now I know better. You want to suck this into your shoulder, guys.
Now we come to the meat. So Umarex was at SHOT Show Range Day, and they were there last year, and they pushed out the gauntlet. Everybody saw the gauntlet when it first came out, but this year they had the 50 cal hammer. Everybody has been waiting for this. Everybody is wanting to get their hands on it. I mean, there's people screaming up and down, wondering when they're gonna come out. Stay tuned, guys, be patient, it's coming. The hammer is a beast, absolute beast.
Wow, that's right the foot. Like I said, you gotta make sure it's gonna look quick too. So the way I like to call it is it pops. Okay. Once it pops, it's good to go slam that forward. It's ready to shoot again. There you go.
That's nice.
There you go, guys. That is the hammer.
Woo! Let him go.
That short throw bolt is really, really nice. Man, that's got a snap to it.
It's got a thump, doesn't it?
When does mine show up?
We all got the chance to shoot it. Aaron got a chance to shoot it, Ben got a chance to shoot it, I got a chance to shoot it again. And this gun's just impressive. I mean, it will rock you. I mean, it's not a gentle gun. It shoots these big, heavy 50 caliber slugs. And when you pull the trigger, you know you pulled the trigger on something. And I think that's really gonna appeal to a segment of air gunners out there. Those guys that really actually like their high-powered powder burners, like the kick, like the noise, although the hammer's suppressed, it's really not that loud. But I think you guys, if you like that, man, you're gonna love the hammer because it really gives you, it's an experience. I mean, I'll just say it's an experience to pull the trigger on that, for sure. So when we finally see the hammer come out, and I expect it to be out a little bit after the midpoint of the year, it promises to be the most powerful production air gun in the world. And if that comes out and it does everything it's supposed to, man, I can't wait, man. I'm really looking forward to actually going out and hunting some whitetail, maybe some axis deer, some more big hogs. Who knows what we're gonna be able to get in our sights with something like that, but I'm definitely excited for the opportunity. Well, that's gonna wrap up our reporting here at Range Day. I will say thanks to Aaron for coming out, thanks to Ben for shooting, thanks for the girls for taking care of us and keeping our calendar straight and toting all our stuff around. We had a great time, and we've got a couple more episodes coming up on SHOT Show itself. We saw all of our sponsors, so we've got little mini segments from each of our sponsors coming up over the next 2 episodes. So stay with us. It's gonna be a great 2018. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for here with AirgunWeb and AirgunWebTV.
I'm Aaron the Barbarian with AirgunWeb and AirgunWebTV.
He keeps missing the handoff. If
You're not
in a
giving me a
relay
handoff.
race,
You're not even looking
there.
at me.
What do you want me to do with this thing?